You know, I talk a lot about gear on this channel, but having the gear really isn't the point. The point is to learn how to use it properly. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste, right? Well, the same thing goes with cordage. If you're going to bring rope with you or any kind of twine or cord or anything, you need to learn how to use it by tying knots, right? So today's video is all about how to tie some essential knots, so stay tuned. Well, today I want to show you 6 knots. I think the video is titled Best Knots, but that's debatable. It's really the 6 knots that I use out here to set up any kind of tarp or tent. It's really my essential knots that without these it would be difficult out here. Of course, you can use these knots for things besides tying up your tent or tarp. It's really in knowing the purpose of each one of these that you will get the most use out of them and the proper use out of them. And it's not just, you know, watch David's video and then go on a hike and think you got to figure it out. When I was a Boy Scout, we learned how to tie knots, and we tied them over and over and over again until it just became muscle memory. We could do it really with our eyes closed. And that's kind of the place you need to get to. You need to make this exercise, you know, unforgettable, because when you're in an emergency situation out here, you know, you don't have time to say, how do I tie that knot again? And then you end up tying some kind of wonky thing that just doesn't hold, or it's very ineffective, you know, and it takes you a lot longer. So that's why it's important to learn this stuff and learn it well. So these are tried and true, proven knots that have worked for decades, centuries, millennia, a long time. So they're great to learn, and they're actually kind of fun. Okay, the first is the bowline knot. This bowline knot is used when you need a loop on one end of the rope that doesn't slip. I use the bowline knot to secure one end of my ridge line or my guy lines. And the next is trucker's hitch. Now the trucker's hitch is a pulley system that is used to cinch down a load or to make a line very taut. Now I use this hitch to secure the other end of my ridge line when I'm setting up a ridge line for a tarp. Alright, so let's look at the double fisherman's bend. The double fisherman's bend is used to bind 2 ropes together or to make a closed loop. Now I use this to create my Prusik loop, which is used to secure my tarp to my ridgeline. Okay, so let's look at the Prusik hitch. The Prusik hitch is a friction hitch that stays in place when loaded and moves freely when it's not loaded. I use this hitch to secure my tarp to my ridgeline. The taut line hitch is an adjustable friction hitch. I use it to make my adjustable guy lines. Let's look at the sheet bend. The sheet bend is used to connect two ropes of different thicknesses. It can be used to secure a corner of a tarp if you don't have any grommets. I use it whenever one of my cords is too short and I need to extend it using a different size cord. Okay, so those are some essential knots that I think are important for us to know as campers and hikers and backpackers and just people that might get lost out in the woods and need to use them someday. There's all kinds of uses for these, even around the house. I use them in my garden for all kinds of stuff. So all kinds of uses, you know, on the trail or off the trail. So I appreciate you tuning in. And if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and press that thumbs up button. And we got more coming, so when you subscribe, you'll get notified. So, all right, so as always, you know what I'm going to say next. Go live like you want it, man. Really. I'll see you on the trail. Hey, this is David on Earth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And go to the website for some deals on gear. All right, see you on the trail.